Hello internet friends, welcome back to my exploration of Bard mods. Now let's get straight into this because there were a few things I didn't realise in the last episode, and that is, the main one is that Become a Bard has its own levelling system going on in the background. And that's why I'm not getting a lot of skills in Speechcraft, Ordinator Speechcraft, because Become a Bard is levelling through this system, which is tracked through the Bard's Journal. So you can see, based on the performances that I've done so far, I have Bard skill 6. So there are benefits to this. You can go from the basic sort of Bard performance and to experienced Bard and a famous Bard as you level up. I think the main thing is Bard skill, and then it tracks all the places that you've performed, how many times you've performed. And I think there's an achievement for performing everywhere, I believe, and there's some benefits to that. And if you get up to a certain level in the Bard's College, you get some quests from Villermo, I think it is, in the Bard's College, the Master of the Bard's College, and you also get obviously better rewards as you go up in Bard skill. So this is not going to help me get that Speechcraft skill. Getting started with the Speechcraft is still going to be hard, but it's good to know that Become a Bard is going to level and I'm going to get better rewards as I perform. So my first project coming back is to get the gear that I need to become this sort of battle bard that I need to be. So I added a couple of mods that I think are going to help with that, and the first one is I want to keep wearing the clothes that I've got in combat and stuff. So I've added this mod which adds a light armor class to all clothes in the game. It's not a huge amount of armor, as you can see, and we're probably going to have to make this viable, bring the difficulty down to adept, but still I think that's better than switching into armor. And also I want to create a weapon, so I've added this mod called Master of Weapons, which will allow me to take my flute and turn it into a weapon, a one-handed weapon, and I really want to do that. It's a little bit silly, I know that. I'm going to justify it to myself a little bit later by making it into a magical flute. I'm going to enchant it, but for right now the first step is to take it to a blacksmith and enchant the lute so that we can use that in combat. I need to name the lute. It's going to be a magical famous lute, but let's see what we actually need resources wise to do that. And this is going to be our one-handed weapon in combat. So as you can see, the flute counts as something that you can do this to. So we want to create this item, create a flute, and then when we go into the inventory, it will now be in weapons, and I can equip it as a weapon. So as you can see, I'm gonna whack them with my loot. So yeah, and it's I kind of like that. It's going to make sense once it's enchanted that I'm going to be, well, sort of sense. The other thing that I want to do is actually I want to hotbar this. So let's make it into a favourite, and then let's put the Bard's loot on number 1. I also need to go and get a replacement loot now that I've turned that one into a weapon, because I want to play some of those flute things as flute songs as well, and there are some more in the Bard's College. I'm sure there'll be some more, so we just need to seek that out. I might talk to Villermo while I'm there and just see if there are any other quests or anything else we can do for some of these people in here. Never really know. Okay, so we can just ask her to take a break, but there might be some other stuff to do with Become a Bard in the Bard's College. Who knows? Let's see what this guy says.
To meet a prospective bard.
I could train in the art of speech. That's always an option, isn't it? Just make money and train that way just to get up to that performance in Ordinator. I have faith that once we get there with speech in Ordinator and we have that perform skill, although we're getting rubbish experience at the minute, if I actually use the perform skill from Ordinator, I'm hoping it will give me a bit of better speech experience if I use that one, not Become a Bard to perform. Hopefully that will level me up a bit better in Ordinator. He seem to have any additional dialogue options.
You might find more than just
I'm
Inga.
King of Loot at the Bard's College, and no,
Lady
I have
AT
faith
says
that
my
you'll
voice is
return
Yeah,
with
well,
King
as
Olaf's
the war
verse.
affected you, so what is the poetic header? Okay.
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
Okay. I don't want to waste too much time doing this at this stage. I want to get on and be
I
good.
wish you luck in finding the verse.
Just checking to see if there's anything additionally added with Become a Bard. But maybe it only becomes
very good.
available
Let's
as you
continue
level
with our
up. So we've
rounds.
got another flute there. Grab this. So I could use those flute powers. Just put them back. And that'll be on my hotbar. I don't think there are any other items, but there are like horns that I can get, and I can use them in combat. And so we've got to keep an eye out for those. And the other thing I wanted to do, as I want to be able to fight,
my position, Dean of History.
but in a slightly bardic way. I think it makes sense that a bard might use a magic flute, and also perhaps bow.
Wanna play tag?
So we might have to go in and distract the Fletcher and see what we can get hold of. I don't want to spend all my money on weapons, so I want to see if I can grab one from the Fletcher's place without him seeing me.
Song for some fruit. You don't need mine.
Be good if I could sort of distract him with music. Let's see if we can do that. See if we can actually entrance him and sort of distract him with our beautiful songs. Possible, isn't it? Could do that. Could do that. Makes sense. You're having a nice sit down there. What about if I play for you? Play my flute? See if we can play the flute for him and see what he does. Flute songs. If I play this well enough, will you give me a free bow? Please? Yeah, that's the other thing I'm going to sort out. I'm going to get this backpack so the loot is not hovering quite so much. My spell is not working on this guy. He's immune to it. It's like Jabba the Hutt. Mind tricks don't work on this guy. He's just looking at me like I'm completely insane. Oh, he's actually it's provoked a response. Let's see what he does. If he claps. Slow hand clap. Apparently that gets better as you go up in levels. So,
Hello and welcome, my friend.
Hello.
How may I help you on this fine day?
I'm just a wanderer in the world, trying to make my way in the world by playing my beautiful music for all these
True,
people.
I may look the part of
But
dashing swordsman,
I need a
but
bow.
I prefer the art of wit
Any chance
to
you
that
could
of
give me that?
war.
I mean, I performed for free for you. Oh, would do it, is he? All the display case here. All these different kinds of bows. Keeping his beady eye on me. You're right to do that, mate. Well, I don't have any lockpicks, do I? Oh, no. I'm out of lockpicks. Anything else? He's got bows up there, but not gonna give me. See if I can do this quick enough. Just quick enough. So, how many arrows are there? I can steal 2 arrows. I noticed he's got some arrows behind the bench, though. Well, imagine that I'm just talking this guy's ear off. Can you come round here? We could have a chat. We could have a sit down together and just spend some time. I'm a good conversationalist, not just a good player of songs. I'm tempted. Well, over here. I'm just trying to get him so he can't get a line of sight to me. How many did I get? Weapon. weapons. Hunting bow. Okay, we've got a hunting bow and we've got 12 steel arrows. We might have to buy more arrows. Or craft them. Can we craft? I don't think we can craft arrows, can we? This is too risky. I feel like... Ah, shit. I wasn't quick enough. Alright, well, it was nice chatting. I'll see you later. Got anything in your house here? Shit. You just come up here and go, get out there, get the hell out of my house. Get out. Oh, now I can grab them. If I just grab them like this, if he doesn't see me. Yeah, I don't think it matters, does it? Right. I got a couple of arrows. I'm happy with that. I don't think I'm getting... Alright, dude. Bit harder. I feel a bit bad, but I'll bring joy to the people of Skyrim. It's all in a good cause. Right, so I've got my bow and I've got my flute in combat. The thing that I want to do is I wanted to show you guys one of the options for making this loot appear a little bit more like it makes sense on your back. And in order to do that, we need to craft the stuff from Bandolier's bags and pouches. I think we need the shoulder pad first, a leather bandolier, 5 leather strips, and 2 assorted buckles. See if we've got enough money to do that.
There's the finest weapons and armor.
Tell you what, just because I know I'm not going to do this, I just want to show you what's available. So let me just give myself some gold. Player.add item. Is it 500? Add item F 500. Yeah, 500 gold. So we can just grab this leather.
The finest weapons and armor.
Apparel. No, miscellaneous. 5 leather. Actually, I'm going to get a few more than I need. 7. Strips. Maybe get 9 of those. And some iron ingots. Just 2, I think, is all we need. And I can make that leather bandolier.
Safe. And always wear your armor.
Leather. Leather shoulder pad, leather bandolier, 2 assorted buckles. We make them at the blacksmith's forge. Oh, it's steel I need. Okay. Good job we gave ourselves some gold.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
2, please. Look how expensive they are. But like I say, right. It's an option, but I'm showing you just because it's an option, but I'm not going to use the option because there's a downside to it that will become clear. Oh, God. Not thinking clearly. Talking to a friend the other day, talking about the kind of problems associated with doing gameplay and talking at the same time, particularly if you have something like crafting going on that you have to slightly think a little bit about. So leather bandolier. That's my bandolier. Now that will go across your chest, so it kind of looks a little bit like it might work. It looks like you've got a strap to sort of hold it, but it's not close enough, is it? You can also... yeah, it doesn't really work. You can also create this with Bandolier's bags and pouches. So take that and then create a shoulder pad by making the leather bandolier with a piece of leather. And that creates a slightly bulkier sort of thing over your shoulder that you can sling over to sort of pretend that is holding the guitar. But the problem I've found is that when you decide to play the loot, take your loot, and you see the bags, the flipping things go through the loot, so it looks kind of silly, but it's still an option. It's all incredibly geeky stuff, isn't it? I don't know if this is remotely interesting to anyone, but it's the kind of thing I think about, and I'm not happy until I've figured this sort of stuff out. I added another mod, which is basically, I think it's just called backpacks. And I think this is the best option I've found so far. Look, you see, I've picked up forks at some point, and I think I can turn those into weapons. That's Master of Weapons. You can use a tankard in combat. So leather. The knapsack is knapsacks. That's another mod that I've added as an option, but I think the best one, I think the leather backpack looks the best. So I need 1 steel ingot and 3 leather. Steel ingot and 3 leather.
Seems there's no way. Take a look.
And once we get this, I think this is the thing that will make it look okay. Steel ingot, 3 leather, I think it was. And I think we're back down to actually below the gold that we had before we gave ourselves that bit of gold, just to show you guys what I mean. So it's okay. Leather. And we create that leather backpack. Now when we put this on, I think it will mute the fact that I have a hovering loot on my back. What do you think? Better, isn't it? It looks like it's at least attached to something, and then once we take off the bandolier, shoulder pad. Okay, so, and then when you pull it to the front, it's not going to have that thing going through it. So that kind of works for me if I'm wearing this backpack, and it sort of works for a traveling type character. I'm going to be a wandering bard, so I would be wearing a backpack. Cool. But what I am going to do, this is a little bit of a cheat. I shouldn't really do this, but
Blades,
heck,
helmets,
we need to get
pretty
our
much anything to
Speechcraft
suit your needs.
up somehow, and I'm going to do that by selling these leather strips back to him, and maybe by selling back, well, I would like to sell the stuff I've just crafted back to him. It doesn't seem like I can do that. Is it because I'm wearing them? Or maybe they just don't count as something you can sell. Seems like I can't sell the leather bandolier to him. Maybe it counts as clothes? We'll see if we can sell it to the general store.
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
Sell off that. Oh, thank you, guard. That's appropriate. Okay, so let's go and do that. Wandering Bard. We're looking out for those
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
bits of clothes and gear that we can wear.
Said you got trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Apparel. Yes, we can sell it to her. Its carrying capacity is pretty good. There we go. We've got one level of Speechcraft. So obviously doing this is going to take a
Bits
while.
and pieces anytime.
So we've got the loot weapon. Hunting bow is on hunting bow number 2. Flute is on number 1. Right, I think we're okay. We're on our way now. Flames on number 7, just in case we need it. And I have to decide what to do at this stage. What I would really like to do is find something to wear that's kind of, I suppose it kind of works those might be my traveling clothes. You know what I might do? How cool would it be if I had a cloak? Shall I get a cloak? I need to add a mod though. I'll add a mod, grab a cloak for my travels, and I get back to you? Oh. Okay guys, I've added Cloaks of Skyrim to my mod list. I should mention all the mods I mention are going to be in the mods list, and some names I get kind of wrong when I'm talking, but if you look down they're pretty close, like the Backpacks mod and the Knapsack stuff. It's all down there in the mods list, which is in the description of the video. But Cloaks of Skyrim adds cloaks to leveled lists. You can craft them, and they also appear in treasure chests in the world and stuff.
Need
and
something?
that will also help with this kind of
Odds and
weirdness
ends,
on the
that
back
sort
of
of
the
thing.
character. It's kind of amusing to think that the back of my character now is sort of a combination of 3 different mods: the backpack mod, Bards of Skyrim, and once I get a cloak, that's going to be 3 different mods working together to create sort of the clothes of the character. I find that kind of amusing. Oh my god, I am revealing my geekness at this stage. I mean, I've got some fine clothes there. It would be lovely to wear some fine clothes. I feel like I did enough performance to maybe buy some fine clothes for myself. Everything, belted tunic. That looks kind of nice, doesn't it? It's only 6 gold. Belted tunic. Let's see what it looks like. For 6 gold, we might as well.
Make sure to recommend us to your
And then at least
associates.
we're wearing something other than the vanilla stuff that we put on. Don't know. That'll do for now. Yeah, why the hell not? You buy my old clothes, lady. Same
Need something? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Apparel? She didn't have any cloaks in her list, did she? Might be that I have to wait 24, 48 hours for the lists to repopulate. No, I've added Cloaks of Skyrim. So let's see here. I'm looking for stuff that I can sell. I mean, I sell my apples because I'm not doing a survival playthrough, so I sell my sword, yeah. That's good. We're
Come back to bits and
getting
pieces
set up for
anytime.
travelling. My idea is that I'm going to travel to the next city on foot. I'm not going to go by cart. I'm going to travel like a travelling bard on foot. It's going to be kind of interesting. I know technically I should probably do something like stay in this city and grind a little bit, but can I craft a cloak here? No. Do they appear here? Possibly. This is wild Nordic tailoring. Leather and 2 rolls of paper. That could be it. That could be the way that I learn how to craft the cloaks, you see. Well, I'm not going to jump out of the game again here. I just want to see if they appear as an option. I think from memory I need that Frida's wild tailoring. I don't know where on earth I would get some rolls of paper from. We're just going to have to go.
The winking skeever's got warm beds in the cold mead. You look like you could use both.
So massive. I've got a massive backpack and a longbow. I think I'm ready to go. Where are we going to go? That's the question. So this is part of the life of a bard, a wandering bard. We are going to wander to the next town. We have heard tell of a tavern in Morthal. We have not discovered it. Let's place a marker and head towards Morthal, see if we can do that. I'll tell you what, before we do that, let's use a little bit of our bard skill to get a little bit more money, get a room for the night, and then we'll see if we can head to Morthal in the morning.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
I'd like to perform. Let's get some more skills up. And remember what they were before. I was Bard's level, I think, level 6. So after this, we'll check again. Just to see what Bard level I am afterwards. Play my lute, because I think that's what I'm best at with at the moment. I'm not going to play the dancing chicken thing again. Let's play a classic Skyrim song. Lisette, give me the stage. Everybody chill. It's a nice chilled evening. Really, she's absolutely... How is that happening? She's got a magic song that just continues when she sits down. It's cool. I like it. I like it. Do you want another one? Collect pay. Just got the slow hand clap again. Let's check our levels with Bard Journal. Bard skill 8. Tavern performances 4. The Winking Skeever is where we perform regularly. We're going to get a regular gig here if we stay
Been a
around.
good week, my boy. If you need a good rumor or two,
Could I have a...
I think I can oblige.
I'm done for now. Could you...
Well, as it turns out,
God,
I had a pet
this-
skeever when
Stop
they were
it.
smaller back then.
Clicking the wrong thing.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Want to use my mouse.
I'll show you to your
7,
room.
slowly going up. Guys, you have a star. You have a future star of Skyrim staying in your inn. I hope you're all pretty thrilled by this. I would be. Just got such light fingers. Why not? It's pointless. I don't know any fences. I wonder if I work for that Argonian guy who wanted me to crash the pirate ship, if he'll end up being a fence. I think he does. But I obviously don't want to do something that's going to cause deaths on that scale. That's completely out of character. For most sane people in the world, I don't think you would do that. I'm going to head to Morthal. Let's get going.
Those troubles don't
To
cross
defend
my
ourselves a
doorway,
little
so
bit.
sit, relax.
You know, and because my clothes count as armor, I'm going to be able to level up the light armor skill
Seems there's always more to be done.
as I go. I will be getting levels. I'll be getting levels just like a normal character, but I won't be getting speechcraft. That's the
On
thing.
the exterior.
But the idea is that while I'm fighting, I'll be getting loot, which I can then sell to merchants, which will level my speechcraft. That's the theory. Solitude is obviously the best place to be, I think, for this type of character early on, because you could do the Bard's College stuff. Let's just check that thing that's what Jerry... King Olaf's verse. Let's just check where that is. I mean, what we could do is go to Morthal, then venture west and see if we can do King Olaf's verse. I don't know how hard that is for a level 1 character. Oh, hi guys. Always say hello to the
Strange
Khajiit.
sight. The white flakes that sometimes fall from
You're
the
so
sky.
nice. I like you.
There is much beauty in this place.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And
I welcome
Matran.
you, friend. How may I serve you?
As the war made your travels difficult, I like chatting.
Quite
You see.
the
I like
opposite,
chatting,
in
finding out.
fact. The soldiers
War's
are some
good
of
for
our
business.
best customers, for we offer supplies and wares they cannot obtain by other means. It was Risad's idea to come here now, while the land is in turmoil, where others saw only danger. He saw opportunity.
Indeed. Right. I just want to see if you've got anything interesting for sale. Bran. Bear pelt. I don't suppose there's any chance you would buy stolen goods, is there? See if there's any of these cloaks. Can't see any. Nothing that jumps out at me that I might want at this stage. Just see if I can sell any stolen goods to the Khajiit. Nah. Fine, upstanding Khajiit. They're not going to do something like that. I'd like to know what time it is. 6:30 in the morning. Let's get off. Travelling Bard. Don't travel in the middle of the night. We don't have the kind of gear that we need for that. So once we get our cloak, maybe we could travel during the night. Won't be needing your cart today, sir. I'm heading on my own. So what I have to be careful of here is trudging across muddy areas. And it's quite hard to get across here from memory by swimming. And I'm going to stick slightly realistic, so you wouldn't swim across there, because that's going to take all kinds of problems on the other side, getting dry and things. You catch hypothermia. Even a wood elf who's used to the outdoors would be freezing her tits off. So let's see if we can get around here without having to do that. Hello, dude.
Out here at work, Yoren treats me like an equal. Better than most in town.
Good. I'm glad to see that orcs are somewhat accepted in Skyrim, if not hugely. Looks like I have to go a long way around there. Maybe I have to go across here. Shoot. Come on, this is crazy. I can't go swimming across rivers. I'll find a way across there. There's got to be a bridge. I get up to the. I wonder if I can get up to the Blue Palace and jump off the back of it. Seems like the only way across there. It looks like there's a land bridge there. Let's go that way. This is one of those things that I always come down here like thinking there's a way across there, and there isn't. But usually I get there and think, right, don't do that. Let's go. Screw this. I'm going to go across. But on this occasion, I feel like, no, hang on. Just stay a little bit realistic. Even when we haven't got a survival mod on necessarily. It's nice to be realistic sometimes. I think the dress that I changed into here is not too different from my other one, but I like the colour better. Man, Skyrim is awesome for this kind of thing. You know, like continuing to explore different kinds of characters with new mods. I think mods make it good, because Bard is just a hard thing to do in the vanilla game. You have to suspend a lot of disbelief. So yeah, I like this. I like this. We've got to have some mechanics in the game. There's only so much you can do by suspending disbelief. You've got to have, you know, the musical instruments working to some extent. You've got to have some quests kind of connected with it. That always helps. Hi guys. Oh, poor Nord. Just in chains. We're all flipping. I think it looks kind of good now that we've got all this gear on our back. It doesn't look as stupid. It'll look even better with a cloak. Bardina! Okay, so that's Dragon's Bridge, I think. All the way down into Dragon's Bridge. Hey, let's have a check here. This is the first opportunity for us to stop and do a bit of organic, what do you call it? Spontaneous bartering. 4 Shields, I think it might be. It is the tavern in Dragon's Bridge. But we're definitely going to stop at all the taverns and play some music. I might this time play some war music to really get these guys stirred up and see if I can start a kind of a skirmish. Get all these Imperials riled up. start a little Barney. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was the 4 Shields. Somehow I knew. Just sort of subconscious taking this stuff in, I think.
Fade is the name.
Hi,
Something
Fader.
different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
She's on to me straight away. I never got used to doing this, but it is the better way to kind of make sure you hit the right button.
Of course.
Okay, so there's no one in the tavern at the minute, but we'll say this is going to be an audition maybe for later. So we're going to audition for this lady. would you like a little bit of drum? I can play the drum. If you have any warlike Nords here. No, she said don't make any trouble. So let's go loot. And number 7. I think this is a singing one. It's too loud. System. We're going to have to mess around a little bit with this. Obviously. Oh, look. It's far too loud. I thought I did that last time. From my limited experience doing YouTube videos and some other audio stuff, like audio is always really hard to level when you've got different songs coming from different places, like different creators. So, which a lot of the songs in Bards, the custom songs are. So some will have different levels. Just got to deal with that. What do you think? Am I hired? I like this. I really like this. It's like you've got an actual job other than go out and kill things. A job where you can actually do a physical thing that's really cool. Oh, someone else is joining in around there. Oh no, it's the background music coming back in. Nice. We have played. Oh, that is a slightly better clap. We gave this girl the clap. Oh, I'm up to level 9, and Four Shields Tavern hasn't registered, has it? You see? That was weird. Come on, I've played here. Four Shields Tavern. But that didn't register. Why would that not register? Do you think I have to play one of the custom songs? I could try my chicken dance. Might as well. Powers. Let's do the chicken dance. Can I favourite that? I can. Chicken dance. Let's do it. Play the chicken dance. When I started doing Skyrim videos on YouTube, I never imagined I'd be doing anything like this. And the weird thing is, people actually watch this kind of shit. I love it though, I love it. I'm going to play it through to the thing, and I'm going to let her... Oh, I tell you what, I know what it is. We might as well finish the chicken dance now, but it's because I didn't ask it, say I finished to the innkeeper. This needs to go faster sooner, but it is funny. I wish I could do a zoom in on her face at this stage. Like, shit, I made a terrible error. Okay, don't call us, we'll call you. If it started about this speed and got faster, I'd be happy with it. Good. Good, good, good. Another... Very appreciative. Let's let her get to the end of her clap. Tracking it. Level 10. We're still... Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, so once I tell her I've stopped, I'm sure it'll register.
Something different about
I have faith.
I can Thank you. Here, this is for you.
28.
I'll show you to your
11
room.
gold.
Right this way.
Ooh, we've got another free room there. Surely. That's what register. Yes. So you have to register it with the innkeeper. That's cool. Right. Let's keep going to Morthal. Got to get across the Dragon's Bridge. That's another potential contact we've made.
I'm
Hi.
hoping to run my own inn someday.
Oh, well, Julianne, hold on to that dream. We all need a dream in life. If that's yours, don't abandon it. Keep the faith. You'll get there. It's all about perseverance. Wow. Wonder why it's called the Dragon Bridge. Okay. Well, with us having come this way, we might as well try and do Dead Man's Respite. See how we get on. If I'd picked up a war horn, I think the horns do work. They do have some effect in combat. Even before you have the performance stuff from Ordinator. According to the description of the mod that I read. So it's a shame to... But I wouldn't know where to get one. And as you know, I'm trying not to cheat, so... We'll come across that stuff, I'm sure. A nice day to be out barding. I'm going to stick to the roads. It's the safest way. There's somebody up there. Oh. Got my bow ready. My bow at the ready. I could do some hunting of deers, couldn't I? Oh. Didn't even stop to say hello. Don't man. Dead Man's Respite. Got a little way to go across country there. Okay, we'll have to take the plunge and do it. Off we go. Terrible error. Bardina out. What's her story, I wonder? Why? Ooh, why did she come to Skyrim? Ah. Good sir, wandering traveller.
Maik wishes you well.
Ah, Maik.
Maik has heard it is dangerous to be your friend.
Really? Oh, I am only a travelling bard. I haven't done anything monstrous. How do we get there? I don't want to waste my arrows, that's the thing. Don't have very many. Slightly nefarious wood elf character. We do this for the Bard's College. Hopefully they will give us free music tuition. That'd be good. Do you ever get skill? Oh shit, is that a... Doesn't look good.
You there, please, you have to help me.
What's wrong?
I was attacked by a vampire. Do you have a potion or something that can cure this before I turn?
Shit, slow down. Slow down. Where did this happen?
Here, I'll show you on your map so you can stay away. Please, if you can help me, let me know. Or get out of my way so I can try to find a priest.
Dear, I'm sorry I can't help you. I really wish I could.
Then get out of my way. I have to get to a town and find a priest.
Sorry, I don't have anything like that. Disease potions or anything. Journal. Quests. Flipping vampires. Well, it's not what I set out to do, but... Put out a fire... Oh, last verse. Where is it? Come on. It's not appearing in miscellaneous quests or anything? Wonder if it's where King Olaf's verse is. Maybe she doesn't give you the location if you don't help her? Map updated, it said. Shit. I can't see it. It's a shame. Ah, I like the Radiant questing in Skyrim, but it's very frustrating when they ask you for a kind of an item like that you haven't got. What am I supposed to do with that? I want to help people. Oh, flipping heck. Oh dear. This is not what I bargained for. Battling Bard. Let's go in there. We're going to use our flute. Alright guys, I'm going to call the episode here. We're going to go through this for the Bard's College, then get to Morthal, do some performing, and see what kind of level we are at that stage. Hopefully going through this dungeon will give us a ton of items that we can sell. We're going to level Speechcraft and get that perform stuff in Ordinator. Alright, cool guys, thanks for watching. Do like and share the video and let me know what you're thinking in the comments. I always like to hear from you guys. I've been Napyet and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye, 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 bye.
Lulu.